Hey there, welcome back to our channel. Ever wonder what makes some people sound like natural leaders? It's not just what they say, but how they say it. Well, today we are diving into the book How to Talk Like a Leader and breaking down its key insights. Whether you are aiming for a promotion or just want to boost your communication skills, this video is for you. So, friends, let's get started and unlock the secret of talking like leader. First thing first, let's talk about confidence. Leaders speak with the assurance, even when they are not 100% certain. This doesn't mean being arrogant or pretending to know everything. It's about conveying your ideas clearly and confidently. Try this. Next time you are in a meeting, sit up straight and speak without hesitation. You will be surprised how much of the difference it makes. Now, friends, let's move on to the active listening. Great leaders are not just good talkers, they are excellent listeners too. They give their full attention to whoever is speaking. They maintain eye contact, nod, and ask follow up questions. This shows respect and helps build strong relationships. Here is one tip: put away your phone during conversation, and it's a simple way to show you are fully engaged with that next person. Another key aspect of the talking like a leader is using a positive language. Instead of focusing on the problem, leaders emphasizes solution. For example, instead of saying we can't do that because, try this. There is how we could make that work. This subtle shift can completely change the tone of conversation. Now, friends, let's talk about the power of simplicity. Leaders know how to explain complex ideas in a simple terms. They avoid jargons and speak in a way that everyone can understand. Think about it. If you can't explain something simply, you might not understand it well enough yourself. Practice breaking down complicated concepts into bit sized pieces. Your team will appreciate it and you will come across as more knowledgeable and approachable. Now, friends, on to the importance of storytelling. Leaders use stories to inspire, teach, and connect with others. Well, stories make information more memorable and relatable. Next time you are giving a presentation, try starting with a relevant anecdotes. It could be a personal experience or a case studies from your industry. Well, this will grab your attentions and make your message to stick. Now, let's discuss the art of asking good questions. Leaders don't pretend to have all the answers. They ask thoughtful questions to gather information and encourage others to think. Open ended questions are particularly powerful. They start with how, what, or why and can't be answered with a simple yes or no. For instance, of asking, did the project go well? Try this. What were the key learnings from this project? Now, friends, another crucial aspect of leadership communication is giving feedback. Well, leaders know how to provide constructive criticism in a way that motivates rather than discourages. They use the sandwich method actually. Start with positive comments, then give the criticism, and then end with another positive note. For example, your presentation was well structured. I think it could be even stronger if you include more data to support your points. Overall, you did a great job explaining the concept. Now, friends, let's move on to the power of we instead of I. Leaders emphasizes teamwork and shared goal. They say we achieved this rather than I did this. Now, friends, let's talk about the importance of being conscious or concise. Leaders know how to get their point across without rambling. They prioritize information and they communicate it clearly and briefly. Practice summarizing your ideas in a few sentences. This skill is especially useful in today's fast paced work environment. Another key aspect of leadership communication is adapting your style to your audience. Leaders know how to tailor their message to different people and the situation. They might use a technical language with the expert, but switch to simple terms with the general audience. Pay attention to your audience reaction when adjust accordingly. Now let's discuss the power of silence. Leaders know when to pause and let information sink in. They are comfortable with a moment of silence during conversation. This can be powerful in a negotiation or when making important points. Try incorporating intentional pause in your speech. It gives others time to process and show you are thoughtful and confident. Now, friends, let's talk about the art of diplomacy. Leaders know how to navigate difficult conversations and the conflicts. They remain calm and the objective, focusing on facts rather than emotions. They use phrases like, I understand your perspective, and let's find a solution that works for everyone. This approach helps maintain relationships even in the challenging situations. Another important aspect in is acknowledging mistakes. Leaders aren't afraid to admit when they are wrong. This shows integrity and set an example for others. It's okay to say I made a mistake or I have changed my mind based on new information. This honesty builds trust and the respect. Now let's discuss the power of appreciation. Leaders regularly acknowledge the efforts and the achievements of the others. They give specific, sincere praises. Instead of general, good job, try. I appreciate how you handle that client meeting. Your preparation and the clear communication made a big difference. This kind of specific praises motivates people and reinforces a positive behavior. Now, friends, on to the importance of active voice in the communication. Leaders use active notes to sound a more direct and take responsibility. For example, mistakes we made or mistakes were made already becomes we made a mistakes. This shows ownership and the accountability. Now, friends, let's talk about the art of persuasion. Leaders know how to influence others without being pushy. They present logical arguments, appeal to emotions, and demonstrate credibility. They also know the power of because. Adding a reason, even a simple one, makes a people more likely to agree with you. Another key aspect is maintaining composure under pressure. Leaders stay calm in a stressful situation. They speak slowly and deliberately, avoiding emotional outbursts. Well, this calmness reassures others and help maintain a clear focus on the solution. Now, friends, let's discuss the importance of inclusive language. Leaders use words that make everyone feel valued and respected. They avoid gender specific terms and they use inclusive alternatives. For example, hey guys becomes hey everyone or hey team. This creates a more welcoming and a diverse environment. Now, friends, on to the power of metaphors and the analogies. Leaders use these to explain complex ideas in a relatable terms. For instance, comparing a business strategy to a chess game can make it easier to understand. Practice finding relevant comparisons for your key messages. Now, friends, let's talk about the art of timing. Leaders know when to speak up and when to hold back. They consider the context and they choose the right moment to share their thoughts. Sometimes waiting for the right time can make your message more impactful. Another important aspect is showing empathy. Leaders demonstrate understanding and care for others' feelings. They use phrases like, I can see why you feel that way, or that much be challenging. Well, this builds a stronger connections and build within the team. Now, friends, let's discuss the power of enthusiasm. Leader shows genuine excitement about ideas and the projects. Their energy is contagious and motivates others. Even if you are naturally reserved, try to inject some enthusiasm into your voice when talking about important topics. Now, friends, on to the importance of clarity in a goal and the expectation. Well, leaders communicate objective and the standards. They avoid vague instruction and they provide specific measurable targets. This reduces confusion and helps everyone align their efforts. Now, friends, let's talk about the art of delegation. Leaders know how to assign tasks effectively. They clearly explain the what, why, and when of each task. They also express confidence in the person's ability to complete it. Another key aspect is a fostering open communication. Leaders create an environment where people feel safe to share ideas and the concerns. They encourage inputs from all team members and show that they value diverse perspective. Now, friends, let's discuss the power of repetition. Leaders know that important messages often need to be repeated to stick. They find different ways to reinforce key points throughout their communication. Now, friends, on the importance of the follow through, leaders do what they say they will do. They keep their promises and they meet deadlines. This builds trust and the credibility. Now, friends, let's talk about the art of giving credits. Leaders are generous in acknowledging others' contribution. This or they shine the spotlight or team members' achievements. This fosters a positive collaborative environment. Another important aspect is staying informed. Leaders keep up with the industry's trend and current events. This knowledge enhances their credibility and inform their decision makings. Now, friends, let's discuss the power of non-verbal communication. Leaders are mindful of their tone and voice, facial expression, and the gestures. These often convey more than the words. Now, on to the importance of being authentic. Leaders stay true to their values and the personality. They don't try to imitate others but develop their leadership style. Now, friends, let's talk about the art of networking. Leaders build and maintain professional relationships. They know how to start conversation and make meaningful connections. Another key aspect is a continuous learning. Leaders are always looking to improve their communication skills. They seek feedbacks and work on their weaknesses. Now, friends, let's discuss the power of vision. Leaders' communication is a clear, inspiring vision for the future. They help others to see big picture and their role in it. Now, friends, we have covered a lot of ground today. Remember, becoming a great communicator takes practice. Start by focusing on one or two areas and gradually incorporate more. Well, with the time and efforts, you will find yourself naturally taking more like a leaders. So, friends, what aspect of a leadership communication do you find a most challenging? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. Thank you for watching and I will see you in the next video.